There was a major escalation today between the Supreme Court and Democratic lawmakers in Congress. Senator Dick Durbin, the second most powerful Democrat in the Senate, sent a rare letter to Chief Justice John Roberts demanding an emergency meeting. Senator Durbin was joined by another powerful member of the Senate, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, the chairman of a subcommittee that oversees the federal court system. These two senators are demanding that Chief Justice Roberts do something unheard of, and they are not playing around. Rulings in two major cases that could impact the November elections are just weeks away, and the general public is freaking out. In a moment, I'll read to you just the first paragraph of the incredible letter they sent to Chief Justice Roberts. And boy, is it wild. I can't believe this letter is even real. This all stems from a New York Times article that came out last week. The article described how Justice Alito flew an upside-down American flag over his home just days after the January 6th assault on our Capitol. That's definitely not normal. Justice Alito cowardly blamed his wife for the flag, saying she did it in response to a neighbor having some offensive signs on their lawn. Really? And then this week, it was reported that another flag associated with the January 6th insurrection flew over his summer home in New Jersey as recently as last summer. So it would seem normal for Justice Alito to recuse himself from any cases related to January 6th, right? And there just happen to be two cases that the Supreme Court is currently considering that involve January 6th. Donald Trump's presidential immunity case and a case considering whether the DOJ properly charged about 300 rioters with obstructing Congress's certification of the 2020 election. Rulings on these two cases are expected in a matter of weeks. Yet Alito, incredibly, has not recused himself. Even Republican Senator Lindsey Graham said the upside-down flag incident was bad.
I don't think he should be recused, but I don't think this, this creates a bad image. It created a situation that we're all talking about. So, yeah, I think it was a mistake.
As promised earlier, let me just read to you the first paragraph in this alarming letter from the two Democratic senators. Dear Chief Justice Roberts, we write regarding recent New York Times reports that an upside-down American flag was displayed in Justice Samuel Alito's yard in January 2021, and another flag associated with the January 6th attack on the Capitol was flown at another of Justice Alito's residences in the summer of 2023. For the following reasons, we urge you to immediately take appropriate steps to ensure that Justice Alito will recuse himself in any cases related to the 2020 presidential election and January 6th attack on the Capitol, including the question of former President Trump's immunity from prosecution for his role in the events of January 6th in Trump versus United States. We also renew our call for the Supreme Court to adopt an enforceable code of conduct for justices, and we request a meeting with you as soon as possible in your capacity as Chief Justice and as presiding officer of the Judicial Conference of the United States to discuss additional steps to address the Supreme Court's ethics crisis. It's crazy that these lawmakers have to demand that the Chief Justice force Justice Alito to recuse himself. Justice Alito is clearly not impartial in these two cases and should have recused himself long ago. Justice Clarence Thomas should have recused himself too because of his wife's actions after the 2020 election, but that's a whole different story. The only way the Supreme Court can function is if the public trusts them to be impartial. The ball's in the Supreme Court's hands now. Let's hope that Justice Roberts does the right thing. I won't hold my breath though.